last match of this series.
Interesting too. I'm not sure if you caught that as we load up in here to game number 3. It's Galaxy on side lane Julian, right? And yes, it is a jungle Gusion. So that's quite interesting to see how this is gonna play out and how everything goes on in the early game, because again, still, you know, Cinderella and Nate, that is a pretty deadly early game matchup, right? It depends how they play this, but good thing for Vendetta is they have Theo on this Lolita to help out. Already though, a lot of poking.
Oh yeah, Nate actually taking a heap of damage. He's gonna have just a tiny bit of health left there before he's gonna have to go back. Oh, I spoke too soon as that sniper-like flame shot ejects from Shiki and is able to find the kill in the opening seconds of this game. More damage still yet going on to Cinderella. Can't decide which direction he wants to go. Trying to out-juke this Umbrella, but still taking a heap of damage. Luckily for Cinderella, there is not that short of a cooldown on a flame shot.
Calculated is what Shiki said. So, you know, that's again, that's not something you want to happen for the Simpsons this early on. Now, this is where that Gusion pick comes in, because I feel like, you know, theme of the day, high risk, high reward. It's one of those picks that can help you snowball really quickly.
Yeah, and we see Cinderella's going to have to expend that flicker as he gets popped up by Galaxy and that enhanced chains of that Julian there. We already see the jungle starting to be invaded there. Poggy going ahead, picking up a minion there. Simpsons are just kind of come just a few seconds too late there to actually do much about it. We have 6 seconds left on this turtle, and you have to wonder who's going to be in a better position for it, because as you were saying already, Gusion, not really one of those. Oh, okay, now we see the fight coming in. We see Lapu coming in there. Promise going to go and put on the damage, is not able to find a kill, is going to be able to force out the flicker from the side of Vendetta there, and now they're going to move on to this turtle. Puggy trying to get the turtle in good position. Both teams kind of vying for the attention of the turtle right now. Cinderella already at less than half health right now, does still have that Cold Altar. Here comes the Numenon Blast. Cold Altar has been activated, but nobody finds it, so it was just Cinderella by themselves. Fallen actually able to get the turtle. In comes Promise with a heck of a lot of damage there. Does find the stun onto Galaxy there, who's going to go ahead and find an escape. So, I mean, we were talking about the turtle. I wasn't a believer, but able to pick it up there. Cold World and Yuna finding some damage in there. So they get the first turtle. It's 2-1. Still kind of keeping up right now is the side of the Simpsons.
You weren't a believer, huh? Well, I mean, like, that's the thing. They even it out a little bit. That's working good. Galaxy probably going to be in a little bit trouble here. There's the flicker in. So nice pickup by Promise, right? So that's going to give him that advantage too in that XP lane, which is crucial because Lapu Lapu we've actually seen play here in the Philippines with him, and it works out. So already the fact that he has 2 kills is actually going to be quite deadly, at least for the matchup. So if Vendetta wants to handle that and stop that from really kind of getting out of control, they're going to have to send a member there, and that's exactly what you see Galaxy doing here with Poggy. They got to pay attention to that.
Yeah, Cinderella. Shiki just wide, being a little clever with that flame shot, trying to find it again. And we do see that Paquito, Poggy, gets taken out down at the bottom here by Lapu Lapu. We are still putting pressure onto this mid lane. You see an Umbrella connecting with Nate, but the rest of Vendetta going to go ahead and disengage from that and reset on the map.
Yeah, so, I mean, I would say that this is a pretty, so far for an early game, this is pretty lax, right? It's nothing too crazy so far, nothing too out of the woods, but Fallen might be looking, hey, he's gonna miss the dagger.
Yeah, and it does give just that moment of hesitation, that missing that dagger does give that warning to Galaxy. Is going to allow him to go ahead and find an escape there as well. And those are those little things that you kind of have to be wary of. You need to be on your P's and Q's. You need to be able to land those, especially on a team like Vendetta, who's not going to allow you to and going to punish you for those mistakes as well. We are setting up for this next hurdle right now. You do see the rest of the Simpsons trying to get in position. A little bit of a better job done by Fallen right now, who is in position here, is ready ready with his team for this turtle. Lying in wait is Theo, trying to give vision of a turtle now at half health. We do see an umbrella going on to Cinderella. It is getting pulled back. Here comes the Numenon blast. Out comes the cold ultra. Is going to be enough. Fallen able to pick up that turtle. Great positioning for him right there. Theo is going to try to use that bulwark, but it is not able to kind of really protect it. Up at the top, though, you see Yuna putting the boots onto that tower. Promise trying to back off there as well from the bottom. Cold World is going to have to find himself a quick escape back to the base to get healed up from that damage. Second objective goes into the hands of the Simpsons as well, and they are starting to edge out a lead.
That was, I mean, that was a funny interaction between the two Numenon Blasts, but I mean, it's Vendetta trying to make a play here. Promise.
Yeah, Promise does activate that bravest fighter to take out Julian there. Is able to take down Galaxy and the rest right now. I mean, they're doing a much better job, especially, I want to say, Promise right now, who has just been a menace right now for the side of Vendetta. You do see Cinderella's going to get caught, but the Numenon Blast gets taken out with a combination of that Numenon Blast and the Umbrella. So they make quick work of them. And I want to say that right now, I kind of feel like Cinderella maybe being a little bit quick on that trigger, going out a little faster, a little ahead of her teammate, and continues to kind of find Vendetta, and they put Cinderella in an uncompromising position there because there's nobody else to kind of help out. So she takes another death there as well. It is a 3-4 game at this point, just under 1,000 gold lead.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, the further that Promise goes on this Lapu Lapu pick it's actually quite scary, right? I mean, it's not a hero that you see picked up often, but when it is usually quite effective. Now, again, you know, how will that play out into the mid to late game? We'll have to see, right? Because right now he's stacked in terms of just economy and everything for him, but in the mid lane,
yeah, Shiki gets taken out from Fallen, who is just doing an amazing job. Here comes the Numenon Blast, though. Pogi coming in. The Numenon Blast lands, and Pogi able to clean up 2 kills right now. Cinderella trying to juke and jive, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. In comes Promise. Bravest Fighter has been activated. Heavy Sword stats has come in, but Pogi able to find himself and escape there as well. And man, just right now, able to answer back. A great set right there from the side of Vendetta, which is going to go ahead and enable a very clean turtle take for them.
I don't know if Pogi's name is because of the word poggers, but that was poggers, dude. Like, the fact that that was so lined up with Theo and Poggy, the Numenon Blast, and then literally it was just a heyday for him. You know, the 1-2 punch on 3 members, and that was just beautiful to see as they pick up Cinderella here too. So, you know, Vendetta, man, in the past minute, just swinging things around. And now this is the time, right? Promise has 4 kills. You got to do something with it here.
Yeah, Yuna trying to escape this. Oh, Promise with some great moves there. Is able to catch Yuna, but the tower does the job for her. Is able to take down Lapu, and it looks like Promise has met his match in that tower right now. Shiki gets taken down as well, so it is still an 8-6 game. The Simpsons are still in it right now. Are they going to be able to get away? Fallen thinks twice about trying to teleport from that bush right now. The rest of the Simpsons are coming in right now. We do see that Cold Ultra has been activated. Fallen gets taken out by Galaxy. Here comes the Numenon Blast of their own. Nate with a beautiful flicker out of the Numenon Blast with a Numenon Blast of his own. Nate gets taken out though. Cinderella follows shortly behind, and that BMI activated by Cold World to get out of danger's way there. And it is an 11-7 game right now, Naisu.
Man, talk about just, again, chaos in every lane so far. I mean, it was quite easy and chill. I mean, Shiki's going to be in trouble here. Promise grabbing another one. I mean, there's nothing Theo can really do there in that 1v1 situation. But hey, going back to the point, I mean, it was pretty quiet early game. And then now it's just everywhere. Something is happening, right? So this is going to be, again, crucial moment. Promise at this point is kind of that front line, but he also has a ton of damage every time he pops that ultimate, right? So they can work around that. He can really help them secure this Lord. So I really want to see Promise clear that lane out, possibly get the turret, and then transition to the Lord fight, because I feel like he's going to be crucial in terms of the Simpsons actually contesting that. But he is going to keep Galaxy there on the top side.
Yeah, and we do see that this next Lord, this Lord has popped up. This is going to be make or break time for the Simpsons to kind of get that advantage. Cinderella already getting taken out by Pogi there. Numenon Blast does not connect with anybody, and you see a Numenon Blast coming out for the side of the Simpsons as well from that IMU. They are thinking twice about finishing up on this Lord, as they're going to go ahead and turn their attention to try to push a lane to get them some type of wiggle room for when they're taking out this Lord. You DC in the back line, well in the back. Galaxy kind of up there trying to push lanes as well. It's going to give them some wiggle room. We are down to less than half health on this Lord. In comes Cold World. He's coming in with a blazing duet. Promise able to pick up the Lord right now. And you see a kill onto Pogi. Shiki follows closely behind. And Theo, it is a Lord, but you lose 3 players for it right now as the rest of the Simpsons are chasing down Vendetta. And man, right now, great play by them to be able to pick off 3 players unanswered from on the side of Vendetta.
And see what I said? I said I'd love to see Promise in that Lord fight. And, you know, he was there, helped convert things for them. Gold lead now almost very minuscule at this point. So they can play around this, even though it's only the first Lord of the game. Helps them grab that tier 1 mid turret. That's going to help them with space. It is going to get taken out really quickly, but they can still manage this, right? Manage the push a little bit, take some more resources. They might even take the red buff here over from Vendetta. So this is going to be big for them if they can continue on the onslaught here.
Yeah, you see Promise coming in with that bravest fighter. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to get out of this. Oh, Landshaker does come out with the raging slash there as well, but it's not gonna be enough to help him out as 3 members of Vendetta close ranks around him. So I mean, he gets caught there. I mean, he's still at 6-2 right now. Right now, probably the highlight of the Simpsons team right now. He's just having such a great game, especially with all that Lapu, a well-farmed Lapu can bring to the table. Tankiness, damage, and a nice bit of CC from him.
Yeah, I got to say, you know, Promise is a very promising player because he had a great performance even yesterday, right? But right now, he's kind of the weight is on his shoulders, but eventually Cold World is already at the point where, you know, at least he hasn't died yet. He's starting to itemize pretty well. 12 minutes in the game. That could be a huge factor for them if they can find the proper setup here, though.
Yeah, Puggy's gonna get caught with a Numenon Blast from the side of the Simpsons. Our Numenon Blast comes out from actual Lolita, and Cinderella's actually gonna have to use a flicker to get out of the way. We have minions pushing at the top. Cold World's gonna go up there. Does he realize that Galaxy is in the push? Oh, a beautifully fast PMI from him is gonna get him out of harm's way, but they do lose that tower for it.
So we see it's pretty much dead even, right? We see Vendetta trying to make plays where they can, whether that's pickoffs, whether that's just grabbing turrets, grabbing more space around the map. Next Lord's going to be about 30 seconds away. I'm sure you're going to see both teams just clash it out for that. Again, Promise is going to be an integral, critical part of winning that, possibly the next Lord fight, right? So if either team can grab a pickoff or at the very least get some flickers out or ultimates, that's going to give them whatever advantage they can for that Lord fight. So that's why you see them pretty much trying to get in position around here. If they can grab a pick, great. If they can't, then fight it out and have as many resources and ultimates as you possibly can. Here we go. The Simpsons already giving it a go.
Yeah, but you see that Cold Ultra comes out. Only Promise was able to kind of latch onto that. Numenon Blast comes in from and Promise is going to dive well into the back line. Shiki trying to take some damage. Ooh, Cinderella gets taken out right now, and this Lord goes over to the side of Vendetta. I believe Galaxy able to pick that up right now, and they are trying to clean house right now. Pogi, base is, oh no, Galaxy gets the base. This is 3-game a sweep for Vendetta, takes out the Simpsons.
Yeah, I mean, no one was expecting the backdoor maneuver coming out from Galaxy on the Julian, man.